Lytudiep. Hello dear friends. Wish you a good day. Diep, the little girl with strong will, has tried to open her career. Jame is far away. He heard the news and quickly returned. How will he help her build her career? We will wait and see. The rain poured softly over Hanoi that morning, wrapping the city in a silvery mist. Through the fogged glass of Hanoi Bai International Airport, James sat quietly, a small suitcase by his feet, his eyes fixed on the runway blurred by rain. He had come home at last, crossing more than 1,000 kilometers. And yet he told no one, not even Diep. He wanted it to be a surprise. A quiet moment that would belong only to them. I won't tell her, he whispered to himself, smiling faintly. I want to see her smile when she realizes I'm already here. Meanwhile, in a small countryside home not far from the city, Diep had decided to stay in that day. The rain had fallen since dawn, soaking the garden and filling the paths with puddles. She moved gently around the kitchen, her soft voice calling out to little Nhi, the bright-eyed 3-year-old she often looked after. Sit here nicely, okay? I'll go pick some pumpkin leaves for lunch, she said, and the child nodded, her small hands folded on her lap. The smell of fresh vegetables and rice drifted through the house, blending with the rhythm of rain tapping the roof. Diep had no idea that, at that very moment, the man she'd been waiting for was already back in Vietnam, preparing to walk back into her life. That afternoon, James wandered through the narrow streets near the old quarter. The rain hadn't stopped, but he didn't mind. He stopped by a small clothing shop, where racks of children's clothes swayed gently under the fan. I'd like 2 sets, for a girl. About 3 years old, he said in careful Vietnamese. The shopkeeper smiled, helping him choose 2 small outfits, one white, one pink. Then he noticed a small black hat hanging by the counter and decided to add it to his purchase. This one's for her, he murmured, thinking of Diep. Outside, the air smelled of wet soil and hope. Before heading home, he stopped by a flower stall, where an old woman stood patiently beside buckets of roses. How much for this bouquet? He asked. 300,000, she replied, wiping rain from her forehead. I'll take it, he said, handing her the cash and holding the flowers close to his chest as he walked away. When he reached Diep's house, the rain was still falling, soft and endless. The wooden door creaked as he knocked, and after a few seconds, a small voice rang out. Hello, uncle. Little Nhi appeared, her tiny feet pattering across the floor. James froze for a moment, his heart beating wildly, then smiled as Diep stepped into view behind her. James, she gasped, you said you wouldn't be back for a few more days. I wanted to surprise you, he said, his voice trembling slightly. I came back this morning. He set the bouquet on the table and pulled a small bag from his suitcase. These are for Nhi, he said, showing the little hat and tiny clothes. And this is for you. Diep's eyes filled with tears she didn't even try to hide. The rain outside kept falling, but inside the small house, everything felt warmer, brighter. That evening, they shared a simple dinner, rice, pumpkin leaf soup, and a little stewed pork. Between bites, Diep told him about her new dream. I've started a small company, she said. It's still new, something about eco-products and media for local farmers. But honestly, it's hard to do it alone. James looked at her, his gaze gentle but full of conviction. You're not alone anymore, he said. I'll stay. We'll build this together. Outside, thunder rumbled faintly, but the two of them sat in silence, smiling at each other while Nhi played with her new hat. The light flickered softly across their faces, warm as a promise. From that night on, Love 1,000 Kilometers was no longer just a story about distance, it became a story about beginnings. Together, they built their small company from scratch. Diep led with creativity and passion. James handled the technology and international work. There were long nights, moments of exhaustion, times when they doubted themselves, but through it all, they never let go of each other. Because they both knew that real love doesn't just cross distance. It stays, it grows, it builds a home where 2 hearts can rest, no matter how far they've traveled. And somewhere in the gentle rhythm of Hanoi's rain, their love kept blooming, quietly, endlessly, like the first day he came home. Distance doesn't break love, it only teaches us how deeply we can feel it.